good morning. I'm Brent Adams here with your Rural Strong Morning Ag Report for this Tuesday, December 19th, the 353rd day of 2023. Leading off the headlines this morning, the USDA says agricultural producers can now enroll in the Farm Service Agency's agriculture risk coverage and price loss coverage programs for the 2024 crop year. Producers can enroll and make election changes for the 2024 crop year from now through March 15th. The current Farm Bill was extended through September 30th, 2024, allowing authorized programs like ARC and PLC to continue operating. It's business as usual for ARC and PLC implementation for the 2024 crop year, says Zach Ducheneau, Farm Service Agency Administrator. These programs provide critical financial protections against commodity market volatilities for many American farmers, so don't delay enrollment, he says. He also advises producers to avoid the rush and contact their local FSA office for an appointment because even with no changes in the program elections for next year, farmers still need to sign a contract to enroll. Well, the Congressional and Senate chicken caucuses sent letters to the USDA asking for a 180-day extension to the implementation period for the new Packers and Stockyards Act rule. The rule, titled Transparency in Poultry Contracting and Tournaments, included a 75-day compliance period when it was published in the Federal Register on November 28th. That put the compliance date for broiler and processing companies on February 12, 2024. The rule establishes numerous additional disclosure requirements, what provisions must be in contracts, introduces open-ended and novel definitions and terms, requires completely new oversight systems, and injects significant ambiguity regarding compliance, the House letter says. The lawmakers requested USDA extend the implementation date by no less than 180 days to allow stakeholders and constituents time to thoroughly understand and comply with the rule's many requirements. They say by providing only 75 days to implement the rule, the USDA significantly underestimated the time required for implementation. Well, the USDA's Risk Management Agency will hold 2 virtual livestock risk management education sessions in January to complement its in-person Livestock Roadshow series. More on that from USDA Radio's Rod Bain.
Tuesday marks the latest in-person USDA Risk Management Agency Livestock Roadshow, with livestock producers in Georgia and surrounding states able to learn about available insurance resources. And while more in-person livestock roadshows are scheduled across the country in 2024, RMA Administrator Marcia Munger notes 2 virtual sessions are scheduled for January.
So that those folks that maybe can't get to the nearest in-person, that they're able to tune in virtually. There's one coming up on January 8th and January 17th.
Topics for the Livestock Roadshow include RMA programs such as annual forage, dairy revenue protection, livestock gross margin, livestock risk protection, pasture, range, land, and forage, and weed calf risk protection. Details on the Livestock Roadshow are available online at www.rma.usda.gov. Click the Topics tab, then go to the Livestock Roadshow link. I'm Rod Bain reporting for the U.S. Department of Agriculture in Washington, D.C.
Also this morning, the annual Midwest Crops Conference is scheduled for January 2024 in St. Joseph, Missouri. Formerly the Certified Crops Advisor Conference, the 2-day event targets people looking for continuing education units, including crop advisors, ag industry professionals, and farmers. The workshop will provide in-depth discussion on several topics to help agricultural professionals enhance their crop production recommendations to farmers, says Denise Ferguson, a member of the conference committee. Researchers and experts in crop production from the University of Missouri, University of Nebraska, Kansas State University, and Iowa State University will present up-to-date information from their areas of expertise. Anyone advising or managing an agricultural operation or serving the ag industry knows that research and technology is driving the sector, Ferguson says. Advancements in agronomy, pest management, and crop technologies bring improvements to farmers' yields, efficiency, and risk management. The conference will offer 15 and a half hours of continuing education units for certified crop advisors. And finally, this morning, one Christmas tree grower in Virginia is urging more farmers, especially new farmers, to get into the Christmas tree business. Here with that story is USDA Radio's Gary Crawford.
It's rare that a farmer specializing in one crop recommends to others to grow the same crop in competition, but Virginia Christmas tree farmer Jim Gelson told me he's doing presentations to groups of farmers and would-be farmers, telling them,
look, forget about hemp. Plant Christmas trees. You don't have to get federal permits or anything. It's good to go. get some acreage, plant some trees.
And he even has some numbers to prove his case.
You get trees for 20 cents a piece. Sorry, I'm going to put 5,000 Norway spruce out in the spring. That's $1,000. In 12 years, they'll be worth $1 million. What else can you invest in to get a return like that?
Wait a minute, though. That's 12 years with no income. How am I going to keep going without any income?
You got to believe in yourself, man.
Yeah, you laugh, but that's risky.
But it's calculated risk. So you've got an idea of where your return is, what your odds of return are.
Which he says is not true for hemp. Christmas trees, he says, are a solid commodity with a solid demand now.
Yeah, and I think the future looks good.
Gary Crawford for the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
Well, you can keep up with the latest in the world of agriculture by subscribing to the Tractors and Troubadours podcast from Rural Strong Media. Each week, I bring you agriculture industry newsmakers, hot button industry issues, educational features, and the best in traditional country music. The Tractors and Troubadours podcast can be found at ruralstrongmedia.com or wherever you get your podcasts. We hope you'll go today and download the newly released episode 111 featuring our musical Christmas gift to you. It's more than an hour of our friends performing both timeless Christmas classics and new songs destined to become classics. Again, download it at ruralstrongmedia.com or wherever you get your podcasts. We also invite you to join us daily on Rural Strong Radio, our 24/7 streaming radio station, found at ruralstrongmedia.com or on the Live 365 streaming radio app for your mobile device. Each day, we bring you our award-winning agriculture programming, as well as the best in traditional country music, mixed in with a little bluegrass, western swing, southern rock, inspirational music, and now featuring your country Christmas favorites. Again, the place to find Rural Strong Radio is ruralstrongmedia.com or the Live 365 streaming radio app. We're portable, so take us with you everywhere you go while you're working on the farm or ranch. We'll get you through those long, challenging days. Well, I'll be back again tomorrow with another Rural Strong Morning Ag Report here on Steve Shetler Media. Make it a great day, everybody.